we've got somebody different in the Friesian Jobber's garden. Should we tell everyone who it is?
Yeah.
It's Meeky Noodles. So she's spending the day in there because she's not got her Auntie Wren to keep her company today. Because she's heading off to the beach. But Frey and I are going to go down and feed everyone. So good morning, good evening, afternoon to everybody, whether we see your name or not. So we'll start with the boys. Yeah.
Hello.
Ew, what has he been lying?
Is that sheep poo, I think?
It is, that's disgusting.
Weirdo. That is that weirdo, that's mank.
Absolutely disgusting. And you're going to the beach today.
Hey, Karen. Oh, you need a quick beard trim, weirdo. It's not a good look.
Dirty boy.
It's weirdo going in his little section. Oh, hello, guys. So, Uber gets fed first, and then Iceman gets his brekkie. Then Angel Eyes Hannah gets his.
Do you want to do treats or do you want me to do them?
I don't mind.
Here, go on, because then you can film Uber if you want to. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sarah. And Karen. Oh, Sarah, you're a dressage rider. Wonderful. How lovely. Done a fair bit of that in my time. I train on those lines, but don't do any competing anymore. We just look to keep these as healthy and happy as possible. So yeah, morning feed time this morning. Frey's gone in to get their treat balls. We've got a very, very beautiful day here. I'll just pan round some of the scenery. And we're actually taking 3 of the horses down to the beach today. Not to ride them, but to walk them. Just on the open sands, let them play in the water a little bit. And hopefully, if we get good reception down there, good morning, Ange, we'll bring you a little bit of live as well. Oh, Frey, whose tail do you think that is? I was just looking over at the shelter and we've got somebody's tail hairs. I bet you it was Iceman.
I think that probably was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we should send that off to Wendy, who makes our heartfelt hugs and uses their tail hairs to create beautiful little heart shapes in the middle of them.
Feels like his tail.
Yeah? Yeah. So, Iceman, some of you may know, went up to the vets on Monday for this little growth that he's got above his eye, and we should find out in the next day or so whether it's a sarcoid or whether it's something that's likely to heal on its own. Good morning, Coco. We have 15 Friesians and 2 little ponies. So we've got Mr. Jubbers, who's a mini Shetland, but he thinks he's a mini Friesian. And then Frey's pony, Princicle, or Smurfy, a little grey pony that's lived here for a very, very long time. But over half of the Friesians are here because they've either been abandoned, or surrendered, or we've rescued them. But this is Hannes, who is the founding member of the sanctuary, because if you've not seen him before, Hannes, don't be cheeky. He's had all sorts of problems with sarcoids around this eye, which we hope he's not sharing with Iceman, because sometimes when flies land on a sarcoid, they can spread that to other horses, but we're hoping it's not the case. But he's done really well. He's still here just because of all our wonderful community who've helped support him over the years. As you could tell there, he is bottom of the pecking order. So Iceman is pushing him away from the treats. James, Shetland ponies are tiny. We've not got him on camera yet today, but if you stick with us, once we head back up to the yard, I can show you him, and he is tiny. He's a little fella. Coco, I know you've asked how old he is. We've got ones of varying ages. So Hannes turned 15 on Saturday, last Saturday. And then we've got Uber, who's 20. And then we've got Iceman, who's 10. Good morning, Shannon. We're in Cartmel in Cumbria, in the southern part of the Lake District in England. So our channel is all about life at the sanctuary here. So anybody who loves animals, whether it's horses, dogs, cats, any kind of animals, you're very welcome to join us. I don't think you can walk in the cupboard there. Are you trying to pinch things out of the cupboard now? Huh? Shall we not, Iceman? That's very, very cheeky. So Frey's over there doing Hannes's cream round his eye, which has to be done every day. Iceman, come out of the cupboard, darling. And Uber is playing with one of the treat balls with all the treats that lots of our followers have very kindly donated for the boys and girls. Good morning, Ratty's Adventure. Good morning, Learning to Ride. You've got 4 horses. Good morning, Inika. Good morning, Nemo. Oh, Shannon, 4 o'clock in the morning. My goodness. In Florida. You should go back to sleep. Well, unless you're doing a night shift, in which case, don't go back to sleep. Anyway, we're going to leave these boys. We're going to come back to them in a minute because Frey's going to be taking her very, very grubby little boy. He's disgusting, Frey. He is a boy, yeah. So Frey will be taking him up to the yard once we've fed the girls, and he'll be having a bath before we head off to the beach. Right, so let's go back to Arthur. Arthur is our lovely little Polaris, who's been an absolute game changer for us this year. He's worked his little socks off. So we'll go down to the girls, and we've got Doubts and Micah and little Skinny in, and we'll see whether they give us a little race this morning.
I think they're already at the bottom.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. think they're already down here. Yes, they are. Look at them little faces.
Hello, girlies.
Woo. Hello. Says down. My little skinny inner. So my gets fed first and she stays in the field. She finishes first and she would go and take Darwin in his feed. So they get fed in this little area. Inner. Knows which bowl's hers. They get fed in what I call the safety zone. So this little corral area at the front. Just know Micah takes their feed. He dow dow. Hi, Sams.